All right, in this video, we're going to start having a look at the front end of your store. So in order to access the front end of your store and kind of set up your website, you're going to head on over to the settings. And down here, you're going to click on skin configuration. And when we talk about skin, what we're talking about is the skin of a website. You know, just like how you can websites can have different skins or different templates. So we call our templates skins. Right now, there's only one skin. It's the default skin. So that's pretty much what you're going to use. So if this is the first time you're coming to this website or to your website here, you probably won't have the preview or anything else like that. You'll be required to choose a skin. The only one to choose will be the default skin, and then you'll save it. And then once you do save the skin like that, then you'll kind of get to this section here where you're able to update all of this information here. So you can kind of go through all this information here, and you know, if you want, when you're setting up your website, probably a member of our staff is going to help you do this anyways, where we're going to work with you to set all this stuff up. So you know, you can kind of set up here, and it's pretty self-explanatory. A lot of this stuff is, if you're familiar with setting up websites, you upload your logo here if you want your special logo, and we'll show you what that looks like here. You can turn it into a favicon as well, so you can have a little icon for your tab and for other things like that shows up. Choosing your button styles and your link colors and everything like that. So when you play with these, you can just like click on them and you can change it to whatever color that you want. So this is particular for this website that we're going to demo for you today here that we've kind of set up. And, you know, this is pretty quick, too. I mean, I think I'm the one who personally set this up, and I think it took me an hour to go through and set up all of these things. And that includes actually making all of the images that you see. Every one of these images, I'm not a real great graphic designer, but I have a little bit of skill, and I was able to make the images that you're seeing here. So that all took me an hour to kind of set this thing up. Internal links in the footer here, we have ones for my account, checkout, and contact. These ones are going to be set up by default. But if you also have external links, like if you have another website that you're working with, or you want to show other, you know, whatever other content that you want to show, you can actually put a label here of what it is, the web URL. Like I'll just put this as test link, and then I'll put you know, this. And we'll have that open in a new window. So it should pop up Google on that particular one when we put in that test link. So we'll take a look at how that looks. Now we have a fully controllable slider here in the homepage slider. So you can pretty much design your own slides here, and they're 1920 by 677. So if you want that dimension there, you can make your own slides here. And as I've done, I just did a quick example of 4 slides that we have here that I did for this Atomic Edibles company that we have as our demo company that we're using for this thing. And that's how we have there. And pretty much for the rest of this, I mean, I'm not going to go through every little detail here in this video because I think some of this is pretty self-explanatory. You can kind of look and just play around with it. You know, type something in the headings, save it, and then see where it shows up on the website and see how you can start designing some of this stuff. All of your custom images here in the background that you'll use have the dimensions on them if you want to create your own. And also what you can do here is you can just right click and you can just save the images as, so if you do have, you'll have some default images and all of this stuff. So you can just save as, and you can bring it up in a you know, in an editor, and then you can kind of play around and you'll have the format at least for what you need to use to create some of your own stuff there. So play around with it. All of the stuff, you have an reviews section here where you can put in your own reviews that people have given you off maybe Weedmaps or other places that you have, and you can pull them into your own site. This is pretty much static, so you'll want to change these and just kind of, you know, recycle them out as you need, that sort of thing. As well as your contact info that you have here in the back that we have, and then your login and register page. So all this information here, you can link your social icons if you have Facebook, Twitter, all that kind of stuff, so you can show them all here. Terms and conditions, privacy policies, and all that kind of stuff. Now, the last section I kind of wanted to get to, it's funny because I said I wasn't going to go through all this, and then I kind of went through all of it. Anyways, but the footer area here is about where you're going to, you know, write specifically what's going on here. So this is about text. I just want to write some of this stuff so we can see what it looks like on the website. And an example. So we'll just do that. Okay, and then if you have a delivery section, if you do delivery minimums, I like to do this here. I've used this for a bunch of different purposes. Sometimes if you say show delivery section, sometimes I'll put like a California license number here. License number, and then I'll put the number inside here. whatever your license number is, because it is a requirement for you to show your California license number on the bottom of the websites that you're posting there. So that's a great place to do that if you don't really care about showing delivery minimums. And actually, you could then come down here and say delivery minimum, example, and you could continue to do text down there. Last is a copyright. So we'll just go ahead and save that really quick. Now let's take a look at the front end website and see what we've done here, what this configuration actually looks like. So here is the website. As we see, we've got the slider that we have with the 4 slides. That's just going to start cycling through the different things as we got here. So that's kind of neat looking. And you can play around with this in a number of different ways, to get the effect that you're looking for. You got a menu here, which has got all of your custom products, or your custom categories that you have here. So if you're looking there, right, you got a full shopping cart. So if we actually find an area that actually has some products there, this is what your shopping cart looks like, what your customers would look like when they're shopping. So if it's on the desktop here, they can hold over and they can see the different things that you have here and what the prices are just by doing that there. They can drill down and they can see all of the detailed information. There's actually no description on this particular one, but if there was a description, it would be shown here. They can add to the cart. It's got a full menu to add to the cart there. So we got all that there as well. And then down here, this is where we put the California license number in there. We put the license number. We can put delivery minimums in there. This footer can just extend beyond, so you can do that there however long you want. There's our test link. When I click on it, it does indeed open Google up in a separate window. So I'll close that. So, really quickly, you can link your outside pages very quickly on that side. And this is just kind of the way we've set up the menu to look here. It's pretty basic and out of the box. We chose all of our colors so that when we hover over, the colors change to kind of a nice theme here. And this is something that you can set up very quickly for your store. Now, specifically because I'm videotaping in a certain window right here, you can't actually see, but if I grab this and I just drag this over, you can see that actually it extends all the way on my screen all the way out. You can see it's a nice design that we've got in there. But that's kind of how that does. Anyways, that's kind of how the front end website works. It's all kind of set up there. So if you have any questions, definitely get with support on this, because your front end website is super important, regardless of whether you're selling to your, to retail customers or you're selling to your B2B customers. Just having a place where you can showcase your products and have your customers come and engage with you is great. So also, one more thing that I wanted to show you on this side is announcements, now that you've seen the front end website. So if you click on announcements here, you can say, this is something new, if I can spell. So this is something new, right? And so now you can actually announce things that are coming here, and then announcement goes there. And then when I go back to the front end website, if I just refresh this page here, an announcement will pop up. And I'm just going to scroll this to the side so you can actually see what that looks like there. So announcements will pop up here and people can see this. And actually in a coming release right here, probably in the next couple of weeks, this is actually going to be clickable, where this entire announcement will be it can be a hyperlink, and when you click to it, it'll go right to the website or to the product that you're looking for. So kind of a neat feature there. But anyways, that's just a quick overview of the front end website. So hope you enjoyed that, and be looking forward to you in the next video. Thanks.